Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're set. 20. 52 is the mic. Hey, 24. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Check. Hey, 59. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Watson now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
What's tight end? Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's QT complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Greg, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Echo. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You don't want none. You don't get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run on 1st down. Pruitt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. We're scoreless after 1. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and his throw here's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hatchet, hatchet. Hustle. Watch out.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. They can't hang with us. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going to force everything either.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tip.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Check right, check right. Switch,
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, let's go.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Set. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, baby.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Titans 28, Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60% at its 1st and 10.
54. Come on.
Operating from the gun. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Watch twist. 29. Twist. 55.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Haskins now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 99. Check 99. Let's box. Right. Check 25.
Now Haskins on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check.
The final shot before the break, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got four.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15.
Hey, we got four.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Check 24. 80 weapon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the Texans' 9-yard line.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Titans 35, Texans nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Set, hut, quick, 70 ending, quick. 4 down, 4 down. Topper, got your heart.
From midfield now, Haskins. This will be caught by Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check the backer, check the backer. Ball trot.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10 now. Haskins uncorks one for open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Watson operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's 91. Crunch.
Watson on first down. It's brought in by Harris. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. To the air yet again, Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
He's checking crack. Check, 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 check. Out, go. 29.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
I got you. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go on fourth. Watson able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Strip the ball. Strip that.
Again, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means after...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Record. Boom. Lucky.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, Greg. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 19. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, 59. Hey. 55. Check 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greg. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Haskins going to try to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch twins.
To try again after the sack. Haskins completes it to Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Thanks, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right there, 54 Mike. Stay with your man. Alert 3, alert 3. 26.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
On fourth down, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to